Hello students and parents. This is a brief video to give you some essential information that you need to know before starting the U.S. History and Constitution course beginning January 2013. Here's some important information about your course. Your course begins January 23rd and ends May 3rd. You will need to take the statewide end-of-course exam at your school in May. If you are graduating this year, this semester, then you need to carefully plan with your guidance counselor when you take that end-of-course exam, because I cannot issue you a grade for this course until I receive your EOC score. So you won't receive a grade right away. It'll be after you take the EOC and I am given a copy of that score. So please be aware of that for when the course ends, and especially aware of it if you are graduating this year. Okay, one other item to note is that if you are new to the virtual school program and have not completed the student orientation before, or if there is no student orientation certificate on file for you, you will need to complete the student orientation before beginning work in this class. Even if you have taken the orientation and do have a certificate, I suggest you take a look at the student orientation course, especially the parts about navigating courses and how courses look. Because of the Moodle upgrade, everything looks different. So I would think it's a great idea to go into that student orientation course and take a look just to familiarize yourself, even if you already have the certificate. Okay, one thing that I want to make clear from the very beginning about this January course. Okay, this is a course that was meant to be taught in a year-long format. We designed this course to be taken from September to May. And the reason for that is because the South Carolina standards for U.S. history, and that's what you're tested on the end of course exam, are very, very extensive. They are in depth. They cover history from colonial America to the present day. So it takes a long time to complete this. We recommend the full school year to complete this at a reasonable pace. Okay, but if you need to take this course in January, you need to be aware that you're going to be doing this course twice as fast. So you'll be reading at least 2 chapters a week, and these are not short chapters, and they are tested, and doing a large number of assignments. So please consider carefully if this is the right course at the right time for you. It's going to involve a very large amount of your time. Okay, something that all students need to remember in virtual school classes, but I always remind my students, is that reading your messages in your virtual school administrator account, that's where you log in to your virtual school class, is so very important. This is the way I will communicate very important information to you, things like updates about your class, any changes to the pacing guide or due dates. So it is extremely important that you log in regularly and that you read all messages in your virtual school account. If we have put it in your virtual school account, then we consider that we have told you. So it's your responsibility to make sure that you read it and don't miss anything important. Parents, if you want to monitor this, please visit our program website. That's scvspconnect.ed.sc.gov and click on the Parent tab. And that will tell you about how to set up an account in which you can be copied on messages and monitor your students' progress. Some more need-to-know information. Okay, South Carolina Virtual School Program classes are real classes that count on your GPA, and they're part of your permanent record. Our program is like an extension of the public school system in the state of South Carolina. We serve students in public, private, and home schools, but for practical purposes, during our class, you are enrolled in a public school class that is very much a part of your permanent record. So please don't think that because it's online that it does not count or that it will not affect your GPA if you don't do well. It's in that way, it is just like taking the course at school. The other item that is one of the most important things that we can tell you about taking a virtual school class is that you must have reliable, consistent computer access and internet access, high-speed internet, to be successful in this class. If you don't have a computer at home, you should reconsider taking this class. I will simply be honest with you. There is not enough time to just take this class at school. Not with the amount of reading and assignments that you have to do. The textbook is only available online. Your school may have a copy, but even then, it is not recommended to take a virtual school course if you don't have a computer with high-speed internet access at home. You are just not going to have sufficient time. This computer needs to be very consistent, very reliable. You need an up-to-date computer. You need to know how to use it. Okay, and you also need a plan B for technology problems. Okay, I'm not talking about one afternoon where your internet goes out and it's back the next day. Okay, but if your computer internet is down for more than one day, then you need to work elsewhere. And that's called your plan B. You could go to the public library or a friend's or relative's house, but because your course is available 24/7 from any computer with internet access, the virtual school program's policy is that, well, my computer was broken, or I didn't have internet, or I don't have a computer at home, are not acceptable reasons for missing assignments. Okay, other need to know information. Online classes are not self-paced. Sometimes students think, well, it's online, I just do it when I want to or when I have time. Not the case. Okay, there are deadlines that you must meet each week. You don't have a set time of day that you have to be on the computer. You don't have a set number of logins per week, but you must meet the assignment deadlines. If you don't keep up with the deadlines and don't keep up with the course, you can and will be dropped from the course. Now let's say you try this and you decide it's too much. You may withdraw without penalty during the first 10 days of the course. If you need to do that, please just let me know and I will take care of that for you. I also monitor student progress during this period, and any students who are not keeping pace are dropped. This is to protect your GPA. This is for your benefit. If you are not successful in the first 10 days of the course, our data has shown that you will not successfully complete the course. So these first 10 days are extremely important. They are your time to evaluate, is this the right thing for you, and my time to evaluate, is this a good fit in the teacher's opinion. Okay, after the 10th day of the course, that 10-day number is very important. Okay, students who stop working are dropped from the course with a grade of withdrawn failing. Okay, as I mentioned in the previous slide, students who drop during the 10-day period are withdrawn no grade. There's no penalty to the GPA. However, if a student stays in the course beyond 10 days, we are required by the South Carolina Uniform Grading Policy to issue a grade. And we issue a grade of withdrawn failing, WF, if a student continues in the course past the 10 days and then stops working or doesn't do adequate work. And this grade counts in a student's GPA as a 61F. Okay, you must communicate with me and when you have questions or if anything prevents you from working in your course. And we're talking about a serious illness, a car accident, the death of an immediate family member, etc. Okay, failure to communicate can result in being dropped from the class with withdrawn failing. You can't just disappear and not be dropped. Okay, I'm here to help you be successful in this class, but it's your job to let me know when you need help. So, communicating with me, with Mrs. Faircloth. There are 3 ways to contact me. Okay, and I always ask my students to tell me which class they're in when they contact me because I teach different levels of history. Okay, the very best way to reach me is to send me a message in VSA. This is the quickest way to get a response from me because I check my messages so often, including times that I don't have office hours, and that includes the weekends. Okay, if you need to reach me by phone, I'm available during my office hours, which are posted in my course. If you get my voicemail, that means I can't answer your call at the moment. I'm on the phone with someone else. I might be in a meeting or training and can't answer the phone. So please leave a message. Okay, if you do not leave a message, you did not call. Okay, so please don't repeatedly call. Leave a message. If you leave a message, your call will be returned as soon as I possibly can. Normally, it's during those same office hours, but please allow up to 24 hours for a return call Monday through Friday before calling again. I don't have office hours on the weekend, so weekend calls are returned Monday, but I do check VSA over the weekend. You can also reach me on Skype. Skype's a safe and free download. I've included some information on that in your welcome letter. But it is really only useful for when we are both online. If you see I'm online and you're online on Skype and you want to send me a quick question, that's great. You can do that. That's a good way to communicate. But please be aware that this does not substitute for using VSA. It is a way just to communicate when we're both online. Okay, and I just want to tell you that I really look forward to working with you in this course and that I want you to please let me know if there is anything that I can do to help you be successful in this class. Okay, I'm your teacher for this class and I'm here to help you. So please, whenever you have questions or need help, let me know. I look forward to a great semester. Thanks.